Let's go now to Kellie Meyer, who was live at the White House. And Kellie, we're getting some new behind-the-scenes details on what all it took for this deal to really come together.
Yeah, Nichole, it was an administration-wide approach, the White House tells us, from the president on down, working nonstop, they tell us, over the last several weeks to secure the release of these hostages. And they hope that this list includes the 2 women and 1 toddler, but they say they won't know until they're out. And we heard that moments ago from National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby. I tried to ask him for more specifics on this secret cell that aides were there for and went there to secure the release. He couldn't go into much detail, he says. But here's what he was able to share. Take a listen.
All I can tell you is that there was a concerted effort across the administration, State Department, certainly here at the National Security Council, and right there out of the Oval Office to get this deal inked and to see if we can get these hostages out. So a lot of personal involvement, again, right from the Commander-in-Chief on down.
And I want to go a little bit deeper with the detail we got from a senior administration official. This was all discussed in extreme secrecy since the early days of the crisis. The U.S. was approached by Qatar, along with the Israelis, to talk about hostage release as they thought it was unacceptable. The U.S. had almost daily senior-level calls with Qatar, Israel, and Egypt on the hostage negotiations. The president, we're told, personally involved in the process. President Biden met with the families of the 6 hostages 6 days after the attack. And on October 18th, he visited Israel with hostage release as the main topic of discussion. Going through this timeline, we have October 23rd, a secret cell of aides along with Israel and Qatar were able to release those 2 American hostages. A senior administration official saying that that was a pilot process to track in real time the hostages as they moved through Gaza and were freed. Then October 25th, President Biden was briefed on the progress being made on the negotiations, and the deal began to take shape. On November 12th, President Biden called the Emir of Qatar, saying that, quote, where we were was not enough. He demanded a list of information about hostages to be released. That included names, gender, nationality, age. And shortly after, Hamas gave identifying information, they say, about the 50 hostages that were to be released. On the 14th of November, President Biden had a call with Israel's prime minister to discuss moving forward with the deal. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan played a major role in producing the formula for moving forward with that deal. And it seemed they were getting closer to that, but then Hamas communications stopped and talks broke off for a short time. On the 17th of November, last Friday, while Biden was in San Francisco, he met with world leaders. He called the Emir of Qatar, saying the deal was close and the onus was on Hamas. The next day, the U.S. held a meeting to close the remaining gaps, so nothing was left to chance. And yesterday, as we heard from Sherman, the Israeli cabinet approved that deal. It all comes as the president was under growing pressure from those within his own party for a ceasefire in the conflict between Israel and Hamas, and the president receiving low poll numbers for his handling of the crisis, especially from younger voters. And now that the deal is approved, hostages should begin to be released Thanksgiving morning here in the U.S. The White House hopes that this pause will stop military operations not only in Gaza, but in northern Israel, and that it will allow for increased humanitarian aid to get in. This deal is to release around 50 hostages, but there are likely more women and children than that. The White House says that this deal was structured to encourage future release of hostages. Nichole.
All right, Kellie Meyer live from the White House. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.